It's just a jumbo 35th, Julian. It'll be fine.
Hey YouTube, it's Model Matt's time. I'm Matt, and the other Matt is actually helping his dad work on his car. So he's helping his dad. He's being a good son. So we're joined tonight by Ken and Chris and Jim and Grant and Julian and Gavin, and Jordan is in silent mode. He must be in dad mode as well. So it is the 3 days before MOSCON, or the Missouri Ozark Scale Specialist convention, or not convention, but let's see, yeah, swap meet and all that. So we're gonna be taking a group down there. So pretty excited about that.
I'll have fun. Wish I
So
could come.
cash is king. Remember, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your cash before you go, like I didn't.
Yeah. So so bring your cash and all that. So let's see. I got the MOSCON Express all loaded up. Let's see. Jordan has got a seat on it, and Julian and Corey has got a seat on it as well. So
Oh, nice.
so hopefully we'll be able to bail out of here somewhere between 6 and 7 that day, and be on down there around 9. So
What time do you want me there?
let's see. I'm gonna say let's see.
6. Yeah, 6 o'clock. That way we can stop at Bucky's or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, Bucky's. Yeah.
You don't go to Bucky's. You experience Bucky's.
Right.
You're gonna have your own private meteorologist with you, huh? Good. That'll be storm alert.
See, look, this is at Ace Hardware.
Holy cow!
Ooh.
Where's that at?
Amy Earnhardt. They got
That's
that one
pretty
in Florida.
cool.
I saw that on.
Julian,
Oh,
where
look
is
at that
it?
M40. Dude,
It's
I
in
was
Colorado
like that.
Springs.
No,
Man.
that's not here. And that's
Wow.
and that's better than Schaefer's selection.
It's better than a Hobby Lobby.
I was gonna say Hobby
Yeah,
Lobby.
man.
Yeah, Hobby Lobby.
Always wanted that dragon wagon kit.
Holy cow! Look at all that.
Oh, the M11.
The owner's got to be a model builder.
Well, yeah, it's got all
Yeah.
This is good stuff. Look at that.
I mean, I don't know, these prices, they don't seem terrible either.
I
Like
can't see him.
I can't see it.
$49 for a P47 with a light vehicle, $33 for their F4F.
Ravel? Monogram?
No,
Tamiya.
it's Tamiya.
Nice.
And he's got Gundam. He's playing for the kiddies.
Yeah.
Has anything good come out of Shizuoka yet, or are they still? Because I know they're having the hobby show this year, or over there right now.
Yeah. Is that this week?
And I think it's going on today and yesterday and today and tomorrow.
Oh.
Just have to wait on it. I don't know.
Oh, make sure you guys go on your on the MOSCON site, download the registration forms and all that too. So
Whoa.
Yeah, I already pre-registered for Nats.
Yeah, I need that
I
form.
need to do that.
for-
Should I bring a plane or not?
Sure. I'm bringing
Yeah, might
four
as well.
figures.
I don't know, I just don't like the thought of transporting aircraft.
Yeah, you haven't had really good luck with that, have you?
No, but nothing broke on the way to MOSCON. I brought 4 models last time, so.
Well, see, there you go. Your luck is already changing, buddy. You're good. You'll be fine. It's fine.
I guess it's only going to,
Springfield?
yeah, I can only bring kids to Springfield.
yeah,
It's a 3-hour drive. It's a 3-hour drive.
it's a 3-hour
Yeah.
tour. That's it.
$98.95. What?
And we will for the guys riding, we will be stopping at the on the way back. We will stop at the diner.
Oh no.
Good eating.
Yes.
That place was good.
Are you going to stop at Uranus, though?
Yeah, that's the other stop we do. We eat at the diner, then we use the bathroom at the Fudge Factory.
I have a request then.
Okay.
Can you pick me up some white chocolate fudge, please?
Oh man.
Let's see what we can do.
I would appreciate it.
When do you think you're gonna hit Uranus?
Huh?
That'd be on 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the afternoon, evening kind of thing, or?
Hopefully they have their Moscon has their stuff together this time, as opposed to last time when we were doing. They said they were going to be doing awards around 2, and we finally got 2 of them around 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris didn't even stay around. He was like, "Screw this, I'm out."
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of convinced driver. Yeah.
Sat down with my family and decided that I will be taking my car down south going on vacation. So I'll be able to go to Pensacola and
Ooh, John's models.
Alabama while I'm down there. So
Man, there's a lot of facilities to see down that way.
Yeah, I mean, when you're
England
City Friday.
Armory Museum's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on one of the days of the blues practice, so I can have an excuse to stay there all day.
You got one of the best places, which is Cape Canaveral.
Yeah.
That's a 4-day stay down there.
And that's right up your alley.
Gavin, when are you going?
Second week of June, we are going and staying in Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Okay.
That's our place.
That's a nice place.
Should have stayed in Greenbow, Alabama.
What was I doing here? Oh.
So I'll be taking care of the Battleship Alabama and
Yeah.
all that. We'll be going to Pensacola Naval Air Station, and we might hit Fort. What's it called?
Pickens?
Fort Morgan.
Go Pickens is better.
I've been to that one.
You can actually walk around that one and tour it. And in my humble opinion, that I've seen the Blue Angels.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I've seen the Blue Angels down in Pensacola 8 times.
8.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And in my opinion,
stop them from practicing down there.
as a person who has photographed them, I like doing Fort Pickens because then you see the entire show from a distance, so to speak.
Right.
So
From a distance, so to speak.
So you can see more of the show as opposed to it all being only seeing what's like directly in front of you.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Now, out at Fort Pickens, that's about the area where they fly and they turn around and do that kind of stuff. So you can, and they're flying over the Gulf at like 200 feet.
Yeah.
So you get an advantage that you don't normally see it in an air show.
Right.
Well, I tell you what, up here in when you do Spirit of St. Louis, being up there on that ridge, Wolf Creek Ridge, something.
Wild Horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wild Horse Creek. Oh yeah, I've always wanted to get up there, but that's all private property.
Yep.
Yeah, and they get bitch about it too, man. That's
Oh yeah.
Oh, what do you guys think of the Maverick Act?
I'm for it.
Do you have questions about it?
I
'Cause I read the bill.
What the hell is that?
It provides for three
There are three Tomcats. There are 3 Tomcats at the boneyard at A-Mark, at Davis Bonneville. And the Maverick Act has passed the Senate. It's going through the House. And it allows for the Secretary of the Navy to dispose of these Tomcats to a qualified nonprofit. And it allows for that nonprofit to use 2 airframes to make the 3rd one flyable for demonstration.
Whoa,
would be so cool.
whoa.
Maybe they can give it to the Collins Foundation. They can get it back into the air.
There's our 1-to-1 buddy build. There's our club build right there.
Right. Yeah,
Hey,
a lot of people were like, well, this just came out of nowhere. And when you kind of think about it, not really, because one of the reasons that we took that airframe out of service was to keep the parts pool from the Iranians. And now they don't have any left, so.
Oh, you know, we can't take care of that.
Yeah, we kind of made sure they didn't have the parts.
Actually, Gavin, I thought they destroyed the airframes. Period. They didn't.
We kind of made sure they don't have the planes.
All of the ones that went
For that
to
matter, that's true.
all of the ones that went to museums and even the ones at Pensacola Naval Air Station have all been
Stripped.
destroyed. I think they cut the spars actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been gutted.
But the ones that are still at A-Mark are in that preservative state that they keep airplanes in over there.
That's only three.
Yeah.
When they took them out of service, they destroyed them, or, like you say, sent them to gate guards. But I didn't even realize they took them out of the gate guard thing. And
Well, when they made them gate guards, they have to make them unflyable.
okay. So they cut the box and then they used it as a display. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got to see the one at the Prairie Museum in Bloomington, Illinois, and they have an F-14 there on loan from Pensacola, and they have open cockpit days, and you still cannot open the cockpit to the F-14, but they have a ladder that you can get up to it.
Yep.
There's the seats, there's no gauges, all the wires are clearly cut in half,
Mm-hmm.
and then where the engines were, they're just boarded up with plywood, but they took it off and let me look up in there, and you can see where they pretty much just wrapped all up inside the airframe on purpose.
They did what inside the airframe?
They destroyed.
They destroyed it. They have to.
Oh, I got you. Right. Okay.
Everything was cut up. It looked like someone went in there with it, like someone pulled the engines out of the back of the F-14, took the pair of jaws of life from the fire department,
Okay.
crawled up into the engine tunnels, and went to work.
Yep.
Yeah.
There are three reasons why we took that airplane out of service. One, it's a very maintenance-heavy aircraft.
Well, what is it? 12? How many hours was it per flight hour? One flight hour was close to like 120
Yeah.
maintenance hours or something like that.
The airframes themselves, I think the last one was built in '88, so they were kind of aging out. The Super Hornets were coming online, and two-seat Super Hornet and a Tomcat are pretty direct one-to-one replacement. They just don't have the Phoenix capability, which when you have A120s, you really don't need a Phoenix.
Right.
And of course, we keep the parts pool out of the Iranians' hands.
Yeah.
Which even despite that,
It was
even
designed
despite
as an
that,
interceptor. It wasn't really a fighter, so it kind of outlived its usefulness, I guess. But still, I mean, it's
really,
a beautiful
despite
thing.
our best efforts, the Iranians got really good at remanufacturing stuff.
Yep.
They had their own line for Phoenix missiles. They had a really good black market for Tomcat parts.
Well, that's what I thought caused them. They took them out of service, and then Iran started getting spare parts. People were stealing them out of the airframes, and that's when he decided to just destroy everything.
I don't know details on that. It might very well be that way, so I'm not going to argue you.
Well, it's not an argument so much as I was. This way I understood it was they were in storage for a little while until they discovered.
I heard the same story.
And then that's they said, okay, that's it. We're no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Hey, George is on.
Jimmy Carter who steamrolled that whole thing.
Who the hell did they do?
Jimmy Carter.
No,
Because
well,
we were starting to have issues over there.
if the last airframe came off in the '80s, then that was after Jimmy Carter.
I guess I got my Reagan then,
Well,
right?
Sorry. When the revolution happened in '79, Grumman packed up and moved out of that place.
Yeah, they already had
There was a-
Tomcats by then.
There was
Yeah.
because Shaw's the one who bought them. Right.
Yeah.
And the same thing, actually, with the Knox-class frigates. Those were supposed to be Iranian vessels, and they were never delivered before the revolution, so they got.
Right.
So did we just never care about their F4s then? Did we just deem their F4s not a threat because of such an outdated airframe at the time?
Probably destroyed a bunch of them too.
Well, they had F4s and F5s, and they used them in the war against Iraq.
Apparently, they just used the F5s.
Yeah.
You know, I just heard that there was some sneaky F5 that pulled a ghost of Ukraine or ghost of whatever.
Yeah, flying under the radar.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, they were retired on 2006. The vast majority of the fleet was destroyed to prevent spare parts from smuggled in Iran.
Let's see. George
well,
says
that's one of the
Iran
reasons-
was a real. Let's see, there's something out of the way there. A real something place once upon a time before the regime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Gavin, you're right about that. Yeah, the aging, the lack of spare parts, Cold War mission was over, replacement F-18, and high operational costs all combined to say, yeah, let's get rid of them.
It's a shame too because it's a good airplane.
So my dad was Navy maintenance, jet maintenance, right? F4, F14, F18, A4, A3. He hated the F14.
Yeah.
Why? Because of how much work?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's that wing box, you know, the swing wing box. He said it would crack all the time.
Leak.
Well, why is there, like, other than its size, and this is just me speaking, like, from a place of noviceness, I guess, if that's the word. Obviously, it's a big aircraft, two-seater, you know, it's on the brink of new technology. When it came out, it was the top of its class. Outside of the engines in that box, what maintenance really was there? Because it had the toughest structural landing gear at the time. I mean, they dropped this airframe from, 40 feet directly onto its landing gear at full extension just to test it for carrier landings?
Yeah.
I'm genuinely curious to know what the maintenance hour was. I would assume it's probably the General Electric turbofans, but...
Well, yes, that and the avionics. The avionics were, they go back to the 70s, and I can tell you for a fact that stuff is rugged. I mean, it's a lot more rugged than consumer equipment, but it's still...
The hydraulic system, the swing wing system.
I would believe that too, yeah.
Working, he would tell me that working on the engine and pulling the engine was a total nightmare.
Yeah.
That's probably true too.
There's on the, I forget the number, the exact numbers, but on an F-14, there's about 100 or something different types of fasteners.
Yeah.
And on an 18, it's like 30.
Different types
He
of
swore the
fasteners.
18 was like made for people that had to work on the plane.
Yeah.
Well, when I was over at Mac, when they were working on all that stuff, yeah, that was the transition period. Aircraft prior to that was, like you say, 130 different fasteners. It was not designed for maintenance. None of those aircraft, because maintenance was so cheap when that stuff was in design. But they
when you have a selective service, you have drafted military, you know,
yeah.
You know, like you're gonna pull this turbofan.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I found on this. Remaining boneyard units as of 2026 is reportedly roughly 3 to 5 F-14Ds at Davis-Monthan, and their condition is poor, with many missing engines or having their wings cut. So I don't know about.
They did with the 52s, yeah.
I don't know what this Maverick bill is actually looking at. This is kind of competing information here. The bill says that there's at least one available out of 3. I mean, you can take 3 aircraft and make one flyable.
Well, there's no more engine parts. There's a video on YouTube about how hard it would be to get it to after this bill, and that sandbox guy or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah, those.
He talks about how hard it would be to get one flying. That they don't have any of those engines anymore. They don't make them. So,
right, and that was a big key in destroying parts, was that the Iranians couldn't keep those engines running.
Here's my thing. It's 2026. I bet Boeing could spend a week and find a way to shove F-15 engines into that.
Well, he talked about that in that video, right?
What did he say about that, Chris?
He said that fitting it in there would be the most difficult part, but they're hotter too.
Yeah.
They run hotter nowadays, and so they might not be able to keep them cool. And if the F-14 had intake problems already, it would stall out at certain angles.
And wasn't the F-15, wasn't it a lighter aircraft than the Tomcat?
He made a comment on newer engine that the F-16 and F-15 used and how it runs hotter and it would be hard to keep it cool.
But I bet AMARC or PEMA or the United States Air Force Museum or Pensacola, the Smithsonian, I bet they got some of them General Electric engines hanging out somewhere. I bet the government's like, look, we're going to destroy everything but like 12 of these suckers. We're not going to tell anyone we have them because we're going to these are and we do whatever we want. So we're going to put these and wrap them. And I mean, they still have Titan missiles out there in the desert.
Yeah, they're non-functional.
There's
That's what they said.
these are
Until you throw taxpayer money at it, then it's affordable.
Thank you very much, Jordan. That's
So
exactly
yeah,
what
that bill, if that bill says an F-14 Tomcat's gonna fly, guess what?
I'm sure.
They'll make it happen somehow.
I mean, we're paying for a new mirror pool and a ballroom on the White House right now.
I thought that was all money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jordan, what's my favorite saying? What is my favorite thing that has Ronald Reagan ever said? There are a few words in English language that you should learn to never trust, and that is, hello, I'm from the federal government, I'm here to help.
Well, Gordon, the thing is a lot of those materials, it's the reason why we couldn't refurbish the shuttle, is because the Kapton tape has a finite lifetime. And there are an awful lot of parts on these older aircraft that have that time, they're aging out. This stuff is just no good.
Plus, we had 2 space shuttle incidents.
No, what I'm saying is the reason why they couldn't refurbish them and keep them flyable is stuff on there was just aging out, and the factories weren't available to make that stuff. It's like the Titan II missiles. That's a hell of a old. Anyway, so some things you just cannot fix, and military aircraft and things like that are part of this. So I can understand. That's why I say there's the contention between what the bill expects and, quite honestly,
how far we're willing to go. Yeah,
because those engines, you're right. They may have a couple of mothballs, but those engines,
are they going to be safe to be flyable? That's good.
They're all D model Tomcats. They all use the F-110 that the F-16 and the 15 still use.
Yeah.
Well, then that's all our problem there. I mean, they're gonna be able to retrofit everything, probably on a scale faster than we've ever
seen. But like Chris said, the Eagle engines are too hot, so you'd have to overcome the intake, or I wonder if maybe they could get better feathers.
But didn't the D models have different intakes because of the compressor stall problems, or am I wrong?
Well, those are didn't they have the movable ones like the Eagle has, right? There's a vein inside that can move up and down.
Yeah, it's an intake ramp.
Well, I'll be damned. It says, yes, the F-14D Tomcat used the same core engine family as F-16. Both aircraft
were... That's crazy to think that 2 F-16 engines pushed that huge thing through the air supersonic.
That's where I was going, is that you could put the F-15 engines in it, but the F-15 is much larger than the Tomcat. It might be underpowered.
It's hilarious. Think about it.
Makes a lot for us.
A lot. Well, we did not sell a Ram the D model.
No.
So the D model, anything the D, yeah, okay. So the GE
Super Cat.
So yeah, if they have got some GE 400s in mothballs, then it's just a matter of seeing what they can do to keep that running. Man, this turns out to be a really interesting.
A brand new Eagle 2 and EX weighs more than a D model Tomcat. So
really,
yeah, we are learning tonight, fellas.
I know.
Does it have the same engines as like the?
We are so smart. SMRT.
So I put the video in the chat. He talks about at the 340 mark. He talks about how they use the F-110-400, which is actually different, close but different than the F-15 and F-16. And then he talks about the challenges they would have getting that with the other engines. So just you can watch it. He talks
They
about
just
it.
need to get Grant on the job, and everything would be fine.
No, it's a case of I remember concepts, but I don't remember the details. It's always a case with me with that. And I just remember some some of the limitations on this kind of stuff. Crap, I was in the military from 73 to 77, and I was working on stuff that was obsolete 20 years before that.
Oh yeah.
I was working on piston aircraft, And,
I mean, when I was in the service, we were working on diesel engines that were, some of them were vintage engines, and you just had to learn to work on them.
And the worst thing the thing that almost always happened was the broken bolt kind of thing. There was these plastic connectors that had just aged out, and you couldn't hardly touch a freaking antenna without that thing breaking. And I mean, it was like, it still today it gives me a little, it gives me a pit in my stomach having to think about it. Oh, man.
I will say this, and this is my final thought. We live in a world where private companies, there's a private company called Starfighters that has the F-104 fleet.
Yeah.
Fully Mach 2 capable.
Yep.
They have 5 or 6 airplanes.
Aggressor group.
Yeah. We have people like Randy Ball who own MiG-17s, personal individuals. I think it's not out of the question to have a Tomcat fly once again.
Exactly. There's going to be
the director,
and everything else. They're going to put it together, and they're going to fly for an air show. Like Jordan said, you throw enough money at it, it can happen.
Yeah.
These guys will make part if they have to.
The director of NASA, Jared Eisman, owns a MiG-23, among other things.
But is it viable? Because the last one.
Yes, because he is, before he was in NASA, his company is a contractor for aggressor training.
Yeah, they got a bunch of those MiG-23s for that aggressive group.
They were grounded for a while after that accident, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I've seen there's flyable versions of the 50. How hard do you think it is to find parts for a Korean War Russian jet?
That could be Poland. Jim, there was a ton of them. So
Go to Poland. You'll find anything in Poland.
You hear those stories about how you could buy one in a crate for $5,000 at one point, and they would ship it over.
I mean, in this country, we have 2 flying B-29s.
Yeah.
That's incredible. You talk about a complicated airplane.
You guys are talking about very simple aircraft compared to an F-15, F-14,
I totally agree.
F-16.
But you gotta look at it this way. Times are changing.
Yes.
The warbirds are becoming fewer and fewer, and accidents are becoming more and more common.
I know.
The Dallas-Fort Worth accident was a
Yes.
huge disaster, and yes, it was human error, but it was also, we're seeing an increase in accidents from that era of aircraft.
I know.
It's not wrong to say that in the not so distant future, they might not be flying anymore at all, and it'll be time to move on to the next generation of air show.
Well,
So
think about this.
I heard in Britain they might actually, the government might say you can't fly Spitfires anymore.
There's a few out there, and they're talking about it. So you got to think about it like this as well. Like I said, those planes are aging out. Once they're gone because it costs too much money to do it. What else do you have left?
Right.
And you throw enough money at it, you can a jet flying. I mean, I've seen old de Havilland Vampires, for God's sake, flying. These are not planes that have parts that you could just buy at any.
You can go to YouTube.
Yeah.
You can go to YouTube and type the P-51 accident, and it would have videos on videos on videos of bad landings and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a running Tiger tank, and that has been produced less than
Yes.
any aircraft, any warbird, and there's
In the world.
So-
like more.
And quite honestly, on something like an F-14, it is one hydraulic failure, actuator failure, or electronic failure away from being a smoking hole in the ground.
You better believe it.
Well, that's every airplane.
So George says that there is a guy who owns a Harrier. Also, we have a user DV just popped in, says hello, so welcome in. So we're just having a little chat about aging out in the F-14s.
So somebody has a privately owned jump jet.
Yes.
There's a guy at Creve Coeur Airport who has a Skyraider.
Oh.
Again, simple aircraft, not fly-by-wire, not hydraulically operated.
AVA's pretty complex aircraft.
It is.
Yeah.
And especially with the vertical takeoff and landing, you know that's going to be tough.
But I believe I got an interview of him and how he got the license to do that, because he had to meet with the FAA board because he was a Harrier pilot in the Marine Corps, and he ended up getting the plane, and they weren't going to give him the license to fly it, and he ended up getting in front of the board, and they pretty much said, one wrong move, and you're done flying forever. And so far, you know,
Yeah.
they're like, if we so much as catch you too low, too fast, too high, too wrong, you know what I mean?
What do you think the reasoning behind that was? What do you think the reason? Was it a safety issue, or was it just that they?
Oh, yeah.
The guy had a freaking Harrier. The guy had a Harrier jump jet.
Let's hope that he doesn't get some JDAMs, right?
Didn't some P-51 crash today?
Oh,
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's all over Facebook. Some famous guy, too. He died.
We had an aggressor fighter pilot that was training aggressor pilots in Top Gun that got arrested in China teaching their pilots.
Yeah.
I heard about that. They should hang that guy about a yard arm.
Another reason we can't make any more F-22s because someone sold the wing jigs to China.
Dan Fortis.
Can't. Oh no. So
That guy needs to be executed for
we
treason.
can't have those.
Amen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Holy cow. 51D crash.
Dan Fortis killed in plane crash in Tola.
Yeah. Oh.
Was it a racer or was it an actual?
He's a warbird. He's at air shows all the time.
Yeah. Oh man.
And when that one you're talking about in Dallas or in Texas, that was a B-17 and a Air Cobra.
Yeah.
And the air covers aren't many of those left.
Nope.
I thought that one in Texas was a P-51 and
No, there's a King Cobra.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
C-63.
Air Cobra.
Yeah, it's even rarer than the
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
three of those flying everywhere.
Pardon? I don't think so.
The Air Cobra, that's a rare plane. Gotta be.
So did anybody hear what the was it during flight or landing or just
That's what I'm
some?
trying to find out. I'm looking.
He was flying P-51 Mustang propeller-driven World War II fighter aircraft from the plane crash, and TSB is investigating the cause if no formal information was given Tuesday evening.
In other words, it'll take a year and a half to find out what the heck's
He's
wrong.
flying air shows all the time.
Mover and Donkey will have it. We'll know tonight.
Hey guys, I gotta leave.
Hey, Ken.
Enjoy the rest of the week. Take
You
care.
as well.
You're leaving. You're leaving.
Smile on,
before
bud.
it's- Oh my God.
Ah, funny.
Well, let's another.
Is there a video
The
yet?
F-14, yeah, an F-14 in for air shows. It doesn't have to be Mach 2 certified. You know, it does. All you gotta do is do a dirty pass. Really,
That's right.
you
Yeah.
don't have to have it at full bore. You know,
It'll be
I hope that they
low
would go
stress.
full board though.
Yeah, but
It'll be low stress.
why would you not want to do that?
The problem is, even low stress, you have hydraulic failures. You have all sorts of failures at any speed, and that just.
And let's face it, the Tomcat was famous for its hydraulic failures. It was.
It was okay. Yeah.
100%.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought most of the issues with the previous 14s.
No, the prototype, the very first one, it almost crashed because of a hydraulic failure.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about D models, right? I mean, these are pretty much they were perfected from the A's and B's, right?
Well,
That's their ability at the time, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, where they were supposed to be, sure.
it's all relative. It's all,
Yeah. Remember, it was built by the lowest bidder. You'll figure it out.
oh man.
I just think I've never seen a Tomcat fly in real life,
Oh, really?
and I would love
Yeah,
I would hope that they would do that just because I would want to see that.
Look at this. So this is a quote from Google's AI, so I don't know how reliable it is, but it says, despite all the internal upgrades, F-14 was still considered a hangar queen, requiring 30 to 60 hours of maintenance per hour flown.
Ooh,
I was way off.
that's
That does, yeah. I mean,
that's a lot.
Like,
well, that's a lie. What do you mean that's
No,
a
that's
lie?
a lot.
Oh, yeah.
30 to 60 hours for an hour flown? That's
That's a
ridiculous.
lot.
How are you supposed to maintain that during wartime?
Well, that's the problem. But now, if the engines are
Conscripts?
Yeah.
yeah, conscripts. If your engines are that finicky and you have to pull them out and reinstall them, that can be a significant chunk of maintenance time.
Oh, my dad says I'm a piece of shit.
Guys, my phone's dying. Have a good night. I'll see everyone Saturday morning.
See you Saturday morning, Jordan.
Later, Jordan.
Later, Jordan.
Be talking at you.
We're live, aren't we, Matt?
We are.
Yes.
Okay.
And it wasn't me or Grant that actually caused that.
Inner POS can. Hey, that can be. Yeah.
Even with the Air Force to get it wrong.
We'll call it right, one or two, right?
That's right. Exactly, Chris. Thank you. Yeah. Brutally honest. We're brutally honest on this channel.
And on that note, hey Matt, do we have a list tonight?
We do, but since Matt's not here, I think I was gonna hold off because my printer's not working, so we can't print off the list. It's the 91 to present, but I'm gonna
So
think
the
on
IT chair is uninhabited tonight.
Yes.
yes. So like I said, he's helping out his dad.
Hey, is
So-
George on?
George is on, yes.
Hi,
George said the guy who owned the Harrier, he did not have to get the Harrier from Pepsi. And he said, and then he also said, no wonder Maverick and Iceman were so cocky.
Yeah. By the way, love that commercial.
Oh man, that's yeah.
The Pepsi Points commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's on a big podcast.
And didn't Pepsi get in trouble for that because somebody gathered up enough points to actually get it? And then they said, well, that was a joke?
Right.
Yeah. They sued. They got sued. Yeah.
That's
That's a
so
big thing.
great.
There's a couple of podcasts. I guess I'd have to look on YouTube. That's probably on YouTube now. The whole story about that.
I bet we could find that up on the YouTubes.
Although, if we want to bring back FB-111s, I know where there's a couple of graveyards.
They got
That hit, George? Can't hit?
I wonder if it was any more maintenance, less
the
maintenance.
F-111. Oh, I bet you it's just as hard.
All sweep-wing aircraft
Yeah.
require intense maintenance.
Yeah, because they have that big wing box. That they,
Yeah, the wing box. And did the F-111 have the wing bags like the Tomcat did? Or?
No.
I don't know.
Well, it's that stuff on the wing that's moving back and forth that is your big problem.
This is another movie.
It's not the wing box is stressed, but you got hydraulic cables, you got electrical cables, you got all sorts of.
Yeah.
They have fuel tanks in the wings.
Yeah.
Don't know.
On the Tomcat?
I don't know.
No,
Anything in the wings has to have some kind of flexible coupling.
Kevin, load up War Thunder and go to the X-ray.
I wish I had. Yeah, it's got one tank in each way.
Wow.
I'll be.
Man, you got fuel fittings, you got.
I did not know that.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that was in my time too. I remember that.
You know, it's really weird. If you have fuel tanks in the wings and they're moving, that's a maintenance nightmare too. You got the fittings that you have to make sure don't get pinched, don't get whatever.
That's what I'm saying, Jim. That's a complex thing. And think about it this. When you move those wings, you're moving that center of gravity. There's all sorts of stuff.
Well, obviously, Grumman, I would hope Grumman had already thought about that when they came up with the swing.
Well, yeah, exactly. They probably said, we'll fix that in software. You know, there's so many automatic systems that can fail. And again, there you go. That adds to maintenance. So,
I mean, if the Iranians can keep them with no part factories or anything,
I was just getting ready to say that.
Well, what you're talking about, Gavin, is you're talking about putting in the same kind of effort that the Cubans put in keeping those 53 Chevys running.
Yeah,
So,
fair enough.
you know.
Well, the Iranians had to do it, otherwise they knew they were, end up dead.
Well, and that's a good question, because Russia was kind of a partner with them, and they still are. So they never got anything from the Russians that was better than an F-14, and now think about this. Were the Iranians keeping the F-14s running just as a thumb in our eye?
They kept
Probably.
running because
It was the most.
they used them in the 80 war, where they actually retrofitted it to carry Hawk missiles
Yeah, yeah.
in an air-to-ground role.
Oh,
So you think a Phoenix is big? Look at a Hawk strapped to the bottom of a 14.
yeah. Well, exactly. Was that the best aircraft you could get from the world?
It was the cheapest.
I'm sorry. Yeah, was that the best aircraft they could get that could get anything more advanced from Russia or China? Well, not China at the
They
time.
did buy flankers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that?
The Iranians were just grabbing whatever they could get a hold of.
Was the flanker better than the F-14? And that's kind of a complex question, but
Well, no, it's not. You're asking Americans if a Russian plane is going to be better than an American plane? Well, of course it's not. We're going to that.
I say it's a complex question, Jim, because you have the maintenance issue, you have the parts issue, you have the, you just have the design issues. The F-14 was designed in the late 60s, right? And the flanker was designed in the 70s, 80s. So, as I say, it's a complex question to try to answer. And yet the Iranians continue
Different airplanes for different roles.
Right.
Yeah.
And a flanker, a MiG-29 is analogous to an F-16.
Because the F-14 is going to be...
It's a lightweight fighter, basically.
If Iran wants to get into a shoot-off war with the United States Air Force, that F-14 ain't going to last.
No.
And so...
Well, they didn't because they're all gone now.
Yeah.
George
says they also had MiG-25s too.
Yes.
So you lost two Su-24s to
Okay.
Qatar.
There you go.
So they're probably just keeping the F-14s alive just to thumb their nose at us. But they're
Well, they're not really alive anymore.
Yeah.
Toward the end there.
F-14 shoot down two Iraqi jets with one missile or something like that. There was some weird kill like that.
I'm pretty sure that was our F-14 in 19. So that's what, 2 MiG-29s? I'm pretty sure.
Toward the end, they were using the 14s as sort of an AWACS.
The radar.
Yeah, because it's an AUG-9.
There you go. Yeah.
Well,
They would use it as a fighter director, basically. I mean, we're talking about the same country that still has M47 patents in service.
Yeah, that's true. Because what do their rivals over there have? Well, Israel's got advanced stuff that's far better than what Iran has, but Saudi Arabia, Kuwait. Well, look what happened look what happened when Iran and Iraq got to fighting. That was a stalemate.
Yeah, Iraq kind of beat them up on the ground, but in the
they're
air.
dead. Yeah, they're
Here you go.
in their armor were much
Here you go,
better.
I found it. So in 1981, January 7, 1981, an Iranian F-14A Tomcat piloted by, I'm not going to butcher this guy's name, with his ROI radar intercept officer, Mohammed whatever, reportedly engaged 3 Iraqi MiG-23s using a single AIM-54A Phoenix missile, resulting in their destruction. The missile allegedly struck one MiG with the debris or the blast destroying the others, flying in tight formation.
Yeah, I get that. Right, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty
And that was Pike's first kill.
So they were basically flying too close together,
Yes.
and the missile went off.
Yeah.
Blew one of them up and
One
fried
grenade,
it.
man, that's all.
That was the most, they probably don't even have to be that close together. When you think of the explosive mass that a Phoenix has inside of it,
I was going to say, I think that was pretty potent.
Well, and then the MiG-23 turns into shrapnel form too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big missile.
That's like when you see the movies, you see the one plane get hit, and it cranes into another, and then all of a sudden it's like knocking dominoes out of the air.
It's like a daisy chain of just destruction.
An AIM-54 has a 135-pound warhead.
Yeah.
It did read, though, that it was super easy to juke that missile. It couldn't turn on a dime.
No.
I mean, when you look at the size of it, and you got to remember, it was intended to shoot at a Russian bomber, you know?
It was designed to shoot down the Bear bomber. And again, the Tomcat, it was designed to be able to carry that missile. It wasn't designed as a fighter. It's an interceptor.
23s probably had no idea they were locked up.
Hey, was that
You could shoot that thing from miles away and never even
That was
know.
100 mile range.
And that's a head-on engagement. Now, were those missiles nuclear capable?
No.
Okay.
Phoenix? No.
No.
Okay.
They also had something like a 50% failure rate, too, when they were
Yeah.
launched.
Yeah.
There is. I remember that. Yeah, electronics back then, all that. Yeah. How long did it take them to get the Sparrow or the
We were
Sidewinders?
1,000 pounds, too.
Oh man.
Well, they had the Tomcat had position for both the Sparrow and the Sidewinders.
It
Almost
could
on
carry
the
6 vehicles at one time.
No, I was just commenting. This is
A Tomcat has 6 Phoenix stations, I think 4 Sparrow stations and 2 Winder stations.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah, I was
carries
just-
all at once.
I was just commenting on Chris's reliability on the Phoenix, and it's like the Sparrows and the Sidewinders weren't very reliable either.
Real bad.
Oh, and that whole crap about during the Gulf War where they turned them into bomb cats, it's BS. That airplane was always wired for iron bombs. It could have always carried them, it just never did.
Bomb cats. I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah, that's the D model. Was that the D that they?
One of Tamiya releases, the last one was the Bombcat version.
Yeah.
And they were never called that. I think some model company came up with that term.
Revell.
I
Probably.
wouldn't doubt
They're
it.
going to re-release the Bombcat.
Yes.
136 scale, on biggest remain ever.
Am I not the only one who sees it? I do, and I think it's a Su-24. I mean, look at the intakes. Yeah, crazy.
Are you one of the people that are saying that? Here are the 2 people saying it's a Su-24. Julian and Jordan. And what are they?
And what do they like to build exactly?
I think
These are the original builders.
I'm serious. Pull it up.
Check me, Julian.
God, I love this kit. This is
I mean, just because you want it to be the flogger or the flanker doesn't mean it's going to
Where
be
you
the
make your
flogger or
destiny or whatever they call it.
I'm telling you, if you look at those intakes, it's a lot closer.
It's probably that brick system Tomcat that's supposed to come out next month.
That's what I said. That was a possibility.
And just with how thin the wings are, it's not a Tomcat. Look at the wings.
I do. I love your enthusiasm.
No, if you look at the wings are way too thin to be a Tomcat.
I personally don't care what it is. I mean, Tomcat or Fencer.
You don't buy it.
No matter what,
Unless it's,
we're all
unless it's
still
a
talking about
brand new engineered parts, because if it is some Revell kit they had in the past, it's going to be some old mold or something, you know?
it. I think it is supposed to be a new tooling, though, isn't it?
Well, it says something new, so I would hope.
Like some,
Yeah.
some Forex parts, new decals or something like that, right?
Wait, what?
I
Sorry.
said, well, so, when they say new parts, it could be decals,
Yeah.
Forex parts, or, they
You're
add some new tailpiece to make a different variant or whatever,
You know, you guys are gonna look dumb when it comes out and this thing's a Su-24.
Yeah. No, I know.
No, but I don't care if it's a Su-24. No.
I'm not talking to you, Chris. I know.
Well, but
I mean, it's
from a
Revell.
business perspective, what would you think would sell more?
I mean,
Yeah.
probably a Tomcat, but the wings are just too thin to be a Tomcat.
It could
I'm
be.
going
It
to
could
disagree
be
with
wrong.
that. I
Could be.
think the
Now,
Russian
hold on.
fighters excel more than
Here
the
it was
Tomcat.
SU-22 or whatever, that bomber.
I mean,
Su-22.
it could be Su-22, Su.
The swing wing bomber.
No,
See,
it's
it's
too
on
small for that.
Well, you can't really judge on the size because it's just.
And I disagree. I think if it was a Russian aircraft, I think it would sell more.
I'm gonna ask Gemini one more time. I'm gonna ask Claude. I have a Claude account too. Let me call him.
You know, the fact that we are arguing about this means that's good marketing.
Exactly.
Yes.
We're still talking about.
Please be a new 132nd F-14. Well, it's not an F-14. I'm gonna start replying to these people.
So
What are
they-
people's dream new tool for 132nd kit ideas?
I'm gonna pick up at least
Even the
3
guys
F-14s
are
in that.
talking about it.
You're gonna pick up what?
I'm picking up at least 3 F-14s at Nats, maybe more.
Why?
Why?
I've got the VA because I want to build different ones. I got the VA model, and I have the decals for the not Iranian F-14 from the second Top Gun movie that they stole. Everybody knows it's Iran.
Yeah.
So that one's going to be that one. I've got decals for Wolfpack's first cruise off of Vietnam, so I need one for that one. And then I want to build an Iranian one with the Hawk missiles from the Iran-Iraq War. And then I want to build a modern Iranian one that they just had up until recently.
Wait a minute. You have models of the Hawk missile?
Yeah, there's Hawks out there. I think there's 3 different ones. And
Yeah.
Far out.
So let me ask you guys this. Gavin's talking about
A new
building
F-15. I'd like to have an F-15EX.
There you
that would
go.
be cool.
Buy the conversion or like an actual all plastic kit.
All plastic kit.
Okay. Actually,
Yeah,
I
why
have
isn't there
one,
one?
but it's in 72nd.
Yeah,
I
it's also
think
has
there'll
to
be
be on.
one. There'll be one from like Ming or Great Wall Hobby because they already have all those kits, right?
Gavin, the Hasegawa kit is probably just an F-15E with updated markings.
With updated. Yeah.
Well, I think Great Wall Hobby will do the same thing. They've got an E and a C that are
Right.
pretty popular. They could just with new
All right.
parts.
So let me ask the Eagle expert. What's the difference between the EX and any other variant?
The entire cockpit, the engine.
The engines are
Yeah.
more powerful.
No, I'm talking about on the outside.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
These little cones that stick out near the cockpit, right?
Yeah.
They're weird triangle-looking things.
But you can't scratch build. You can't take it like a D or a
Somebody makes a kit. Somebody makes
You
a
took the word right out of my mouth, Grant. I was going to say, couldn't you just, if there's that little cosmetic difference?
Well, and that's what
Yes,
I'm
you
wondering.
could.
If like Gavin wants to do a couple of different F-14s where it looks like
that thing right there
the decals are the only difference.
by the back seat. Those little dimple things right there.
Well,
They're on either side.
Well, that wouldn't be hard to do.
No, there's already somebody that makes a kit.
Because you want to get
Or somebody.
kits that don't have build issues like warpages and parts that don't fit well, right?
Amen.
Right.
Life's too short to build crappy kids.
Yeah, to me it needs to make one.
Yep.
All right.
An F-15, they don't make one?
No, they need to make an EX.
Oh.
They have an F-15, but it's basically
Junk.
it's
148. Now their bigger ones are better.
So Gavin, your A's and your CF-14s, they were pretty much the same airframe. The D model was an upgrade on the engines, the avionics.
There is no C Model 14.
No, they went from
AVP.
Yep.
Okay, the B model. Yeah, I guess the B model was the. Anyway.
So here you go, check it out.
Pardon?
Caracal. Somebody took this Great Wall Hobby F-15E and Caracal makes an aftermarket kit.
Yeah, good luck finding it.
Yeah, it's immediately. But there's like
There's like
two
two.
things right there by the.
Yeah.
Those they look like intakes.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are.
Are the intakes not different too, or am I wrong?
No,
Wait, what are we looking at?
No, because I swear the intakes they're more angled down.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
That's got the conformal takes on it. If you notice at the inlet,
yeah,
you notice that.
F-15.
But
Yeah.
the F-15 had movable intakes, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it can move them up and down. So maybe it's you just posed them in a different way.
So here you go. What do you get? You have a better EPOS system, right? Better radar, fly-by-wire. That's huge.
Wait a minute,
Increase.
I thought the other ones were as well.
Nope.
No, they're cable. This is the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Well,
didn't know that.
and there's this weird thing. Look, so we stopped buying the F-15E was the U.S.'s last buy. Then there was 2 or 3 Middle Eastern countries that wanted to buy it, and they kept making it better. So there's like an S and a Q,
Yeah.
right? And
QA.
one of those got fly-by-wire, and so then we went back to it and we said, take all those upgrades you bought that you did for everybody, and put it into a model we can buy in the CEX.
Yeah. And that's what happened with the F-14C. It was proposed, and they didn't build it, but they took a lot of those changes to the C and made it to a D model. I remember that now. Thank you.
Wow, so there, I learned something. I didn't know that. I thought they were all fly-by-wire.
Nope.
Yeah.
That wasn't
So the F-14As had the Pratt & Whitney turbofans, the TF-30s,
Yep.
which was designed for the F-111.
Yep.
Well, they had a problem with it. It's pretty good at compressor stalls, which is not great. So the F-14B has the F-110. It's the first one to have the F-110. And then they had a new radar warning receiver, and there's some differences in the back seat with the screens and everything. And then the D was glass cockpit, F-110s, APG-71 radars. Pretty much just
This is almost a brand new plane because they got rid of it. Yeah.
Well, they had the same engine as the B, though, right?
Yes, the B and the D have the same engine.
Yeah, because that TF-30 or whatever.
It's the GE. The D's had the GE in it, didn't it?
The B and the D have the F-110 GE engine.
Yeah.
GE400.
Which is
Yes.
the better engine.
Yes.
Yeah. Before that, it was like a TF-30 or something.
Yeah.
There's a Pratt & Whitney TF-30 turbofan.
Oh, if you like turn too tight, they wouldn't get enough air.
You'd stall the compressor section of the engine,
Yeah.
which, with the way they're mounted, as far apart as they are, would put you in a flat spin, basically.
Yeah.
Moment of silence for Goose. Okay.
He comes back though, doesn't he?
You said like no.
I thought he came back. Is that what the reference is? Okay. Maverick's like a B-52, man. Made in 55 and still flying.
Maverick's got a flat spin. He's
Oh yeah, so like so of the Ds that were made, there were 55 of them. 37 of them were new. 18 were upgraded from A models. I wouldn't want to be in that one.
No.
While many B models were upgraded to the F-14A plus from the original whatever that is. F-14A plus.
I wish that was it. Yeah.
So the A plus was basically line upgrades, and then B models were the same airplane but new from the factory.
Yeah.
Basically, is the way I understand it.
And a better engine. Better
Well,
performance.
the A plus has got the F-110.
Yeah, that TF-30 was out pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't take them long to get rid of that one because it was not good to the pilots, and they needed it. The Navy realized it really quick that they needed to get rid of that. Thank God.
Plus.
Did you ever see that? There's a YouTube story about why Iran bought the F-14 over the F-15, and it all came down to the little mini air show that each flew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really did. It was,
Yeah.
they were saying that how it did the pilots that flew the F-14 put on a way better show for the Shah, and he just preferred it. And so that's what they said in the video.
I saw an interview with I think the pilot of that. They talked about. You're right, Chris. They talked about. I think there were some rules set up for that air show, and the pilots in the F-14 broke them.
Yes, the F-15.
And then they did something like, like they do in all their shows, they burn off a lot of fuel so it's lighter.
Yep.
And they played some games with some things, and that made it. The Air Force pilots were really ticked.
But to think about it, like, oh, I like that one, it's shinier.
That's right, exactly.
I mean, let's face it, and I'm biased, but I think the Tomcat's sexier than the Eagle any day.
Oh, that's okay.
It looks good, but it doesn't perform well. That's the point.
You're dying on your hill, Jen.
There you are. Sorry about that. Love you, Jim, but no, I'm sorry.
I'm a Navy guy. The Tomcat is my favorite jet aircraft of all time.
Sometimes the prettiest woman at the ball isn't the best.
Amen.
I think it's good looking, but I just think it's...
Was that
No. It had one of the best radars out there. I love the R9. 16 targets and be able to fire on, 5 or 6 of them. It could carry the Phoenix, which, yes, didn't work only 50% of the time, but I got 2 words to say, Top Gun. And right there, that made the Tomcat.
I got 2 words. I got 2 words to say too. Still flying.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely, yeah. And also, never forget that beauty times brains is a constant.
And we're still how about still buying?
Still buying them. That's right.
In fact, I heard it's going to lose everything.
I never said she wasn't a high maintenance girl. I never said that.
I heard,
but she's sexy as hell.
There's so many countries worried about the F-15 right now that later this year, when the F-18's final one rolls off the factory line, I guess there's a hangar over there, Boeing, or a factory over there, Boeing, that's just F-15 and F-18. As soon as they can close down the F-18 line, they're going to convert it so they have 2 lines of F-15s because we are.
I thought the St. Louis one was still making the.
Yeah. That's the one I'm talking about. Because the Air Force is ordering, originally we were only going to do 75 EXs, now they're going to do 250. And then a bunch of countries, Israel and some other Middle East countries are buying them as well. And so they have orders out to like 2032.
So
I bet Kuwait's pretty happy with their Hornets, so I mean, they shot down 3 F-15s.
Yeah.
Well, at least about 89, right?
3 or 2? I thought it was 2. Was it 3?
3.
Okay. So here's the thing about St. Louis. So I heard Boeing is moving part of a facility back out here to St. Louis. And then have you guys seen the huge construction project going on there on Airport Road between 170 and 70?
Yeah. They go down there and steal some stuff from them?
No, they've got a huge building going up that, I have no idea what that's all about. It could be a manufacturing line for a large aircraft.
I bet that is. I bet that's F-47.
It could be that too. I don't know. Yeah. But I've been watching that thing get built. It's like this huge complex over there.
Well, maybe it's the wedge tail because they just brought that thing back to life too.
Oh, so have you got? We've also heard that the 47 might not go into production because of how well the B-21 is working out.
Heard that too.
Yeah.
That's the Air Force's actual desire.
Is to have the B-21 and not.
They don't think they need the 47. They think that every aircraft in today's world needs to drop bombs first.
Yeah, that's probably or long-range missiles. Yeah,
I'm just saying we have enough F-22s as it is right now. We can continue to upgrade that thing.
And yes,
probably a while. I think what they need to focus on that loyal wingman thing.
Yes.
So George wants to chime in and say currently he's building the monogram F-14 with warts and raised detail and all. Still beautiful. It says no matter what.
Why do you guys subject yourself? Why do we still subject ourselves to this when there's a Great Wall Hobby, a Tamiya, an AMK, a Hobby Boss?
Because you can pick up the monogram. You can pick up the monogram on with Top Gun decals at Hobby Lobby for $15.
Yeah, because you can have an eyesore on your shelf.
I think it has pilots too, and they're really well molded.
That's the only thing well molded on that kit.
Look, the P-61 was a tournament kit to build, and I did a good job on that. It looked great. So yeah, don't tell me it would be an ugly girl sitting on a shelf because it wouldn't be.
Jim, you did a good job, but when I inspect it, I can see that deep down, the kit is ugly. It's like looking at a girl who's got a lot of makeup on.
Oh, easy.
Wow.
That's right. You can put this on big.
It's like getting to know a crystal girl. It's not something I want to do.
Oh my god.
Oh, that one went over my head.
I'm not making any comments about previous
I know what that means.
line.
I'm too old to know what that means.
This method.
That's one for the after show, and I'll tell you that.
You are.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna let it simmer, and then we'll start the pot a little bit later.
That pot's boiling over there. Gavin, you better come in and put the lid on it.
All right, who's going to Moscow?
This guy.
This guy.
I am.
All right. What are you bringing, Matt?
I'm bringing the snowmobile, the general store, and the Pink Panther.
Oh hell yeah, you're bringing the snowmobile?
Yeah.
I mean, not the snowmobile, the general store. What about the church?
No, I'm not gonna get that done.
Oh,
I
okay.
say you're bringing the Pink Panther. That guy's gonna show up and go, well, I don't like pink, and I don't like panthers.
I'll try to judge armor, see if I can hook you up.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm gonna be in 135th
All
armor.
right, all right, all
But
right.
remember, it's gold, silver, bronze.
Yes, yes.
I need that best to
I'm
show.
judging armor. I like judging armor, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I do too.
I think it's just, I think people put more effort in armor than anything else. That's just.
I like judging armor and I like judging ships, because ships are all great anyway.
Well, and then there's usually like 5 of them, so you can get through it really fast.
There you go.
I'm bringing my little 1350 sub of my USS Tennessee, that Ohio class one. Just because there's almost no ships ever, you know?
Right.
Are you
I mean,
taking
last
the
time I worked on, there was like 4 ships.
Gavin, Chris's submarine going there is like coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb.
It's like, what?
Coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb.
Yes.
Those the Ohios are scheduled to be decommed. They want
Yep.
the new battleships. The new battleships are going to have nuclear.
Battleships, yeah. The Trump nuclear-powered battleships, which will be canceled day 1 of the next administration.
Yeah. Third class.
No, they won't even.
The battleship,
They won't even steal on before it gets
They
out.
don't do ship-to-ship battles anymore with guns. They do it with missiles.
And the next thing is going to be who can turn off whose Facebook now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was neat to see that we sank an Iranian
That
warship
was
uh,
with a
probably the
submarine.
neatest thing in this conflict.
I love watching the video of that.
Somebody should build a diorama. I'm telling you, the rear end lifted up, ship like bent a little bit, water all splurging up. You know what I'm saying?
God, dude.
That would be cool.
It would be
That was Charlotte, USS Charlotte.
You know, as bad as
They put that frigate down.
the Royals and the IRGC is, I could only imagine the fear like going through some conscript in the bottom of that thing as you're just being lifted out of the water.
Oh my god!
No,
I can't.
That would be terrifying.
As someone who's actually been in the bowels of a ship like that, just hearing the things in the water will scare the crap out of you.
See, that's why I could never be in a submarine.
Yeah, sonar guys, they hear all sorts of stuff, don't they?
No. Oh yeah.
That's what I'd like to do. If I go to service after college, I'd either want to be a pilot or on a sub.
Yeah, you're meant
So
to.
are you 6 foot tall or taller?
I'm 5'11".
Ooh, see, so was I. So that may negate you. Yeah, you may be alright. Do you have any fillings in your teeth?
Nope.
Okay, then you're good. Can't be a Navy pilot if you have fillings in your teeth.
Why not?
Because they say if you eject, the fillings can pop.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like one of the surely it's not like popping at a speed that's going to send a piece of your tooth back into your brain, right?
I mean, during that,
Face off.
I mean, in an operation where your spine compresses.
Exactly.
Right.
It's at least a rotary spot.
Yeah, there is that.
Hey, Gavin, if you ever eject, you're going to go from 5'11" to 5'7".
Yeah.
I hope if I eject, it's with the Martin Baker seat so I can get the Rolex.
So I'm guessing when Tom Cruise ejected from that F-14, he went from 5'3" to 4'10".
Well, temporarily. I don't think that's permanent.
I mean, I'm sure if your spine is under enough stress, it would never fully recover, right?
I might come back if you guys are still here. I just gotta do it before my wife can go to bed. So.
Later, Chris. Thanks for
See you, Chris.
See you, buddy.
Not a lot, man. See you on Saturday.
Yep.
I'll get your Stairman sent out here in a couple of years.
There's no rush at all. I just want to
I pride myself on my packing and shipping, so.
As long as you do it faster than whoever that we said was slow, that's fine. Take care.
See you, man.
Oh, good airplane news. The MD-11s are back in the air.
Yay!
I don't even know what that is, so I can't act
That's
excited.
lucky. That's lucky.
That's the last McDonnell Douglas aircraft.
Yep. You know what I saw the other day that really interested me?
Wasn't that the one that had the weird computer issues? That
DC-10, yeah, okay, so.
did they finally fix that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You said DC-10, right, Gavin?
MD-11, which
MD-11.
is,
Oh,
Like a
related.
DC-10.
It's related.
that's the DC-10 following, okay.
Yeah.
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 One of the first airliners with upswept wingtips.
So that's the one that crashed in Tennessee late last year.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, when McDonnell Douglas or Boeing, because that was right around the time that Mac transitioned to Boeing, they had some issues with their flight software, and that's what was causing some issues. And then it took them forever to fix it. So,
Yeah,
and then Boeing did fix it, then the government didn't trust them again, so they had to do a bunch of other.
Boeing ended up making some of them because it was after the merger. They made some MD-95s too.
Yeah.
But the issue was an engine pylon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the FedExes are getting recertified. The UPS is just retiring there, so.
Yeah. It's a shame because it's not a bad airplane. It's not. It's good. It's good looking. What is
Except the parts that keep breaking, causing them
the
to
parts
crash.
keep falling off. Yeah.
Jesus.
There you
That
go.
is.
I worked on this a little bit tonight.
Uh-oh. Oh, somebody said a Stargate.
Yeah, and then this side, I have green on this side, blue on this side, green on that side.
Cool.
Yeah. So I did that.
Is that part of your church?
What? No, this is for an upcoming role-playing game. Computer screen.
Ooh.
That's the time mirror that the Vatican is hiding in their vault.
And then
You have a roller.
I got this. So I did this last week. Finished this up. So that's all.
Little Greebly Tower.
Yeah. It was originally let's see, that white, and now I'm working on the next one.
Yeah.
Now this one's pretty cool. I'm really excited about this one. There's a cloning pod. I painted it all white and then put clear blue over the top of the white.
Is there something in the pond?
No.
It's opaque, so you won't.
Oh, I thought I saw something shimmering in the pond.
No.
Mhm.
And then I'm working on a nuclear
Oh, that's cool.
Gas.
Bro.
cask
Is that
or
a
something
deco?
like that. So making it green, and then we'll put the nuclear sign in yellow.
Is that a deco?
The nuclear sign.
Yeah. So no, that's actually raised on there.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and then let's see. Trying to think anything else on here. This I finished off last week, so it's a little it's a little destroyer droid kind of thing, but it was originally white, and I used some Citadel washes on it and all that. So now he's a little angry little thing. Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I got going on there. I needed a break from the church and all that. I have to.
Break from the church.
Yeah. Because let's see.
Not touch now.
You know,
I got it all together, but the problem is that the supports for the choir loft are not in the kit.
Those don't look up to code.
So no. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get that to stay up in there. So.
Who's fix?
Yeah.
Well, then I've got different sizes and all that, and I have specific holes that I have to put them into. So they are right there.
Oh, you're talking about like columns. That
Yeah,
go from
and
there
then there's
to the floor.
ones on the inside that match that. So
Uh-huh.
that's what I got going on there.
I was gonna say it's easy to take like foam core, rip the paper off, and you can make, if you want square columns, round columns are even easier. I've got a bunch of templates to make those.
Matchsticks.
Yeah.
Or matchsticks with just XPS foam, and just shape it around that.
Okay.
Those round or square? Those round or square? Or
It's gotta be
box?
round.
Okay. So there's always all sorts of different round stock that
Right.
plastic-
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's gonna notice a few 10,000ths of an inch?
Yeah. Me.
Well, you will,
Well,
but nobody
yeah.
else will.
That's right. That's the important thing, is not so much that I know that there's a problem as much as it's whoever's looking at it doesn't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
I get,
Forgot I didn't glue the glass in.
I get Matt's adherence to perfection. That's
I'm the
absolutely.
same way. If I see something on mine, I'm like, what? I know it's there, and it drives me nuts.
I can't get started because I can't build something up to your guys' level. It's like, why should I even try?
Oh my God, Grant! I'm gonna lose my mind if I ever hear you say this again.
God, a guy can't have a pity party these days.
Come on, man.
Not in this channel.
The forced perspective final countdown. Come on now.
You know what, Grant? From now on, whenever you do this, I'm just gonna start shaming you.
The right flyer B.
Thank you.
Blue Angels.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm talking about like how Chris does. How you guys take like an F-14 and it's like the amount of. It's just incredible. I mean, yeah, I can
doing
do
the same thing that you're doing with your dioramas.
I appreciate that. It's like,
Hey, you're building a 200 scale Titanic. Everyone else's opinion is valid.
Exactly.
I'm trying. Anyway, so it was just good. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But
Get him,
yeah,
Julia. Get him.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Nope, I'm done.
Thanks, George.
I'm over it.
is he out of here?
No,
No,
he just said it looks fun. So.
He's complimenting the choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Take me to church.
Okay.
Just get me to the church on time. That's all I care about.
Oh man,
I think
I
everyone-
get that tune in my head for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
What's your
Boys, it's almost pumpkin time for me as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I want pictures and lots of them. I'm
Okay.
not going, bitch. Yeah.
Jim, you looking for anything?
Kansas City?
I forgot to ask.
No, I'm on the hunt for nationals. I've already
Okay.
got a list.
Well, you might find it cheaper at MosCon.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be from nationals then.
Oh, yeah, you point.
Yeah. So
Hey Matt, we ought to have a challenge.
What?
Best 20 earworms.
oh no.
That would be mean, wouldn't it?
That would drive me nuts because I've got a few.
Can you imagine a mashup of 4 or 5 of them? You can't
I've
get
got
out of
a
your head?
Disney song on my head that I can,
Oh, let it go, Jim.
Oh, you.
Oh. And I thought Bob wasn't here tonight.
Oh man. Flag the tape. We're gonna have to pass that one around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost froze my heart.
Grant even built. It says George says Grant even built a DeLorean time machine. You did?
Yes.
Where?
I did.
When?
I saw it yesterday because I built it tomorrow.
Gotcha.
That's why George has seen it. We haven't.
That's right.
Ah, that's
'Cause
right.
George is
Okay.
from the future.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
All right.
Be safe. Be
See you,
be
Jeb.
safe going to MosCon. I want pictures.
All right. We'll do, man.
Later.
See ya.
Holy cow, we're not that far behind.
What?
So I'm looking at the YouTube channel, and you're just now holding up your Stargate.
Oh
No,
wow.
Grant, it's your thing. Like, if you go to another browser while you have that open, it will,
Delay?
put buffer and whatnot in the background and add delay.
Whoa.
The stream is not actually that delayed. It's in reality, it's only 10 to 15-second delay. If
Yeah.
Matt's streaming from OBS.
That was the last time last week when I was doing this, it was, you're right, it was about 15, 20 second, but, this one is like, man, that was like 5 minutes ago.
Go down to the little bar at the bottom where it shows you where you are and just slide it, or hit your fast forward key.
Oh, look at
Bring it
that.
back.
Why was that delayed? Huh. Yeah, there we are.
There you go.
The more you know.
All right. So, Julian, I want to mention to you on Saturday, we're doing our neighborhood sale again. So, getting into the neighborhood might be a little difficult. So, I wanted to see, could I pick you up at the commuter lot like we did last time?
Yep.
Okay. And I'll tell Jordan the same thing. He's been in my neighborhood I think, that day. So, I'll have to see what he has to say for it. So, but I think that might be easier. Plus, during the day, it's gonna be a little tight in my neighborhood with people driving around and stuff like that. So I will message you when I head out, and I will meet you at the commuter parking lot then.
This is gonna be me and Jordan hanging out there for a little bit.
Yeah. And then I'll swing by. I'll pick up Corey from his house because he lives in the thing, and then go from there. So
I figure, what time do you think you'll be leaving? So I should be there by at least 6:20?
yeah, probably.
6 o'clock.
I'll probably let's see, pick up Corey, all that. Yeah, I'd say be at the commuter lot between 6:20 and 6:30.
Okay. Cool.
So
I just gotta leave the house by 5:50.
right. So, and if you're not there, we'll wait for you.
Okay.
So
For how long?
20,
As long as it won't
30
delay the
seconds.
Trip.
So you are going to be in contact so that you won't be waiting there for like 4 hours, like the end of Airplane.
Right. No, we ain't gonna, I won't do that. So
Give a call.
I won't make you guys wait.
yeah.
Car broke down. Yeah.
So
There's no one on the road at that time, and if there's a radar within the vehicle,
Oh, I'm just thinking your car decides it wants to take a break today,
that won't happen.
Oh, jeez. All right,
Since
man.
I'm bringing models, I'm taking my motors.
Well, that's even worse because then what happens is you have to get an Uber ride home while your car is in the shop, and that means you got to have the Uber driver help you transport those models. Oh, that's just asking for trouble.
You overthink too much, Grant.
I know. That's my Asperger's.
Smash burgers? Is that what you said?
yeah.
I want a smash burger.
Yeah. Grant's got Grant's
I
got
haven't
smash
eaten in
burgers.
36 hours. So I'm hungry.
Why am I not 8 in 36 hours? Yeah.
Man, I am. It's like, thank God it's 10 o'clock because I'd take a quick trip up the Five Guys. Man.
Gosh.
I haven't had Five Guys in years. That's probably so expensive now.
It ain't cheap, but still, it's worth it.
It cost me $25 for a hamburger and fries.
Wow.
But think of that whole big bag of peanuts that you can get.
Yeah, bag full of death.
Right?
That's right. Man,
Sorry,
I love-
I'm allergic to peanuts.
Oh, well.
That's why it's a bag full of death. We always joke about that.
Well, I was thinking the cholesterol in the heart kind of thing, but yeah, that's a double bag full of death for you there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. We'll have to keep that in mind.
What?
That you were allergic to peanuts.
Yeah. No. If you eat them, it's fine. I can't eat them, so
Right.
that's what it is. I can be around them, so.
So how do you react to peanut oil? Is that mellow enough to where your body won't react?
Because they use when they do peanut oil, they cook over. Let's see, it's cooked over 300 degrees, and it should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Once it goes over 300, it kills the protein that really like messes with me.
Oh,
So
that's
it's kind of
good.
like cashews. Cashews raw aren't good for you, but
Right.
yeah.
That's what I was about to ask. It's like, what causes that? Some sort of,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Some-
Some nasty little protein. So.
It's always a damn protein.
Well then, you're good with the fudge from Uranus then.
Yes, because I don't get the ones with the
Ugh.
peanuts in it.
But they're made in a plant that has peanuts.
That's fine. I just can't eat them. Or I just can't eat, the peanut itself. So.
Yeah.
So.
I don't want fudge from anyone's anus.
All right.
I'll say, Gavin, you come over here sometime. We'll drive down there. We'll drive down just to St. Robert, and just so you can go get some.
We'll see you
Yeah.
in this.
If y'all come down here, we have a place called the Chocolate Factory, and everything's homemade.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah,
This is
down here,
Charlie's?
down here on the Trail of Tears.
Nice.
We got some. Where was that one? There's one up here. You're still recording, aren't you, Matt?
Yeah, we still are.
Okay.
There's chocolate in South City.
That's what I've heard of.
It's good, but it's
Man, I am going to be making a quick trip to Quick Trip now. Thanks a lot. Jeez.
You're welcome. Oh.
wait. But Grant, this is never mind. I'll say that once.
Hold it for the after show.
Yeah.
Hope Chris comes back.
Yeah.
You
Well, I gotta
better.
go, guys. I have my school's or my 8th graders mystery trip tomorrow, so I'm gonna be going all over St. Louis and everything, doing fun stuff. And it's a pretty exhausting day, and I gotta be at school about 6:30 tomorrow. So
So do you know what the itinerary is, or is that the mystery?
that's the mystery because it's planned by 3 parents, and then as we go along, we find out what it is.
Yeah, who's vetting this?
The parents did.
Huh.
So
Sounds like a. Well, I'm not going to touch that one.
yeah.
That's a very trusting person here, guys.
Oh, it is. It's a tradition at my school. No, it's kind of a thing they've been doing for a couple of years, or more than a couple of years, like past 15
You work at a-
years.
You work at a private school?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
So
See, that's why
Oh,
they're not
nice.
allowed to do something like that.
All my experience is public, so
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, never mind.
So
We'll follow that topic later. You got to get to bed.
All
man.
right.
It's gonna be a long
Yep.
day.
George, thanks
See
for
you,
popping in. Glad you could listen. So, all right, YouTube. We're heading on out, and we will catch you all next week on the post MOSCON. Let's see, Mom with the Mats, and hopefully my partner in crime, Matt 2, will be here. Let's see. I'm gonna keep working on these little scatter terrain for my role-playing game. Let's see. Hopefully work on the church a little more later on, and then get back into the F-16. That's what I really want to do. Get back into the F-16.
The XL?
Yeah.
Yeah, the XL.
Cool.
And the my 132nd X1 has received on one side its 50th coat of paint, and the black is starting to finally fade away.
Oh, wow.
So
MRP for you.
so 50
You-
passes
you-
back and forth. I've been like keeping track.
You
gotta
want to build
pick it up.
You work to build the Strike Eagle prototype to go with your XL.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen my F-15 pre-paint?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so. Oh, I'll show you. It's over here.
I thought you were sick,
So I
Gavin.
gotta show a picture. So back in the day, I knew a guy, Okay.
Oh yeah. Ooh, nice.
Oh,
So-
that's cool.
Right.
So they're all in manufacturing. Okay. So
Yeah.
I took one of these. I took the picture here, and
I'm trying to remember the 15 line.
Oh, that's cool.
so I painted
there's
it
a
like it was
row.
coming out of manufacturing. So
That's
Yeah.
cool. I've seen someone do that with a Hornet, but that's cool.
yeah.
That's
So
nice. That's
I
nice.
really like that.
Is that
Yeah.
Tamiya gold?
this is a combination of testers, Tamiya. Let's see. It's got some titanium on it. Let's see. Yeah, it's just. It's got some
gold is-
aluminum
was
on
it-
it. It's got some tester aluminum on it. So
Dang. I guess that's six Tomcats I need to do now because I want to do one of those.
yeah, so pretty cool. So one of my favorites. So
Yeah.
Let's see why.
Sorry about that, Julian. Sometimes I forget. I keep using that line. I use that too often. You're right. That's the way I feel.
All
I mean,
right.
yeah, I can do creative stuff, but just like what Matt did, that's.
all right, all right. So
Okay.
YouTube, we're out. We gotta go. So like I said, see you next week after the post MozCon. So we'll let you know if we win anything, what we get, and all that kind of stuff. Might even do a reveal video like I've done in the past, depending on how much I buy. The problem is that my list is getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and more specific and more specific. So that's the problem with
Yeah.
that.
No.
So, and thanks for all the guys joining us. The guys hanging out still now. So Gavin and Grant and Julian, thanks for being here, and George being online, and anybody else has been in the chat. So we appreciate it. Remember, like, share, and subscribe to our social media platforms of Facebook, Mom with the Mats, and like, share, and subscribe on our YouTube channel, Mom with the Mats, there as well. So we're looking to try to we're at 495 members on the Facebook, or no, on YouTube. We're at 292 on Facebook, so make sure you cross-pollinate that. And let's see. We'll catch y'all next time. As always, I'm Matt, and that's where the other Matt would be. And model on, guys. We'll catch you next week.